Okay, so I'm here today and I got two bows to show you guys. Hopefully you can see this, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. I wish I had somebody recording this so you can see the shots. I'm gonna be shooting at about 15 yards, and these are the trade points for these plain style arrows. And the bow here, you got a red horsehair tuft. This is a nice Lakota bow, and this one's for a customer of mine. His name is Scott, and Scott is gonna watch this, so I have to tell you, Scott, that you should have your brace height about 3.5 inches, 3.5, maximum 4 inches. This top limb is a little weaker than the bottom limb. The bottom limb is just a bit stronger, so that's why that's there, because the bottom limb gets a little bit more stress when you're pulling it. And this bow draws about 18 inches, or 40 pounds at 18 inches, and the arrows I made for it come with the trade points. Just make sure you keep the trade points straight, or else they'll start flying funny. But at the moment, you can test the way the points are by spinning them on the ground. You'll see they spin pretty true, and after that you can go ahead and shoot them. And I've got another bow. It's a Cherokee style bow. This one's for my customer Troy, and Troy wanted an original style Cherokee D bow with the diamond tip nocks and the rawhide string. This string is made out of deer rawhide. It's actually pretty cool, and when you take it off, it's very stiff. The string is very stiff. It's almost like wire. It does stretch some, so when I first strung it, I had the brace height at 6 inches. Right now it's probably 5.5 inches, and what I do to shorten it is I twist it a few times, and that'll shorten it about 1/4 of an inch, which will get your brace height up to 6 inches. And sometimes it'll stretch a little more, and depending on the weather it'll stretch less. If it's pretty dry, it won't stretch at all. And then I made a few arrows for him. These are his arrows, and they have the field points here on the end. I also put these lines here at the tips. That way he knows not to draw more than that. The arrows are actually about 30 inches long. With the points, they're about 31 inches. So these fly pretty well. I'm gonna shoot about 5 of them at the target over there, and then I'm gonna take the Lakota bow and shoot some more for you guys. Let me go ahead and. These arrows are pretty light, so off of this bow, the arrows, the bow has some pretty good hand shock because the arrows are so light. So with Cherokee style D bows, if you want less hand shock, you want heavier arrows. The heavier, the better. Hopefully you guys can see me shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot over at the target. Man, I can really feel that. This bow has some reflex. When you unstring it, it keeps about 1/2 inch of reflex, so it shoots pretty good. It's got a nice kick to it too. Ooh. I gotta get have to get a better arm guard because my arms are hurting. By the way, Scott, when you're shooting your bow, you definitely want to wear an arm guard. one of these right here, or else your arms are gonna, you're gonna get a bruise right where the string hits it. It's gonna be hitting you constantly. So you wanna definitely get an arm guard, whatever it is, leather or heavy cloth like this one. This one's made out of canvas, just to make sure, because right now I've got a hit here with the string pretty good. So yeah, now I'm gonna shoot these arrows. I've been shooting them for a few days now, and they fly pretty sweet. I had to refletch a few of them because they were not, about 2 of them, they weren't flying pretty good, and so I had to do that. But right now they're flying pretty well. So sometimes I shoot with the 3-finger, and other times I like to use the second, I think the tertiary release, and that's how that works. I don't really draw the bow up to 18 inches. I only take it up to like 15 inches right there. That gives me more accuracy. The more you draw it, the more unstable your shot becomes, because you're pulling more weight. And so I just like to kind of go at it instinctively. And these arrows are actually flying pretty darn good. So yeah, just remember, you don't have to draw it all the way back. There you go. That one went right in the center. There you go. And that's about it. Thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll have more. I'll probably post an update on the Apache bows very soon, maybe even today or tomorrow. The bow's almost, it's done, the tillering's done. I just have to paint it and do all the finishing work on it and make a bowstring. I'm thinking of making the rawhide bowstring for it, because I have a piece of rawhide which it's pretty suitable for it. It's only 40 pounds, so I think that piece of rawhide will definitely hold up. So until next time, I'll see you folks later.